All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're jumping right into the video today. The video for today, we are addressing the elephant in the room. Why in the world did I get an automatic C5 Corvette over the manual? We're jumping right into it. It's kind of a vlog, but actually not that long of a story. I'm just being totally honest with you guys. Just to be totally frank, if there was two identical cars, everything was identical, same price, same specs, same everything. One was manual, one was automatic. I would have gone with the manual for sure over the automatic. So yes, that is 100% true. When I was first looking to purchase a C5 Corvette, actually looking for any project car, I originally just wanted a manual car. I do personally think driving stick, there is something to it. It does make you more connected to the vehicle. I know all the cliche things everyone says, but it is honestly true. Especially if it's something that's going to be fun. It is funner when you are driving stick. When you are driving the automatic, it is kind of much more, you're just kind of like hanging in there, you're just going for the ride. But there was a point in time, actually, even with me and my wife, when we didn't even own an automatic vehicle. Back when I had my 17 Focus RS, she had her 2020 Veloster N, and that was before it came out with the DCT. You can only buy it with a manual. She had that. And then we also had the Miata, that was the manual as well. So we had no automatic vehicles. And we went through a time where we just had manuals, and it was fun. And yeah, there is something to it, and especially when you're driving a performance vehicle, it does make it a lot more fun when you are driving stick. Just because a car is an automatic doesn't automatically makes it a bad driving experience, if that makes sense. When I had my Challenger RT, that was automatic, had the ZF 8-speed, that was still a fun car to drive. My wife's now currently 2017 Ford Mustang GT automatic. It's still a fun car to drive with the automatic, even though it would be more fun, I guess, in the performance side of things if it was a stick, but it's still a fun car to drive even with the automatic. So when I was originally looking for a project vehicle, yes, my preference was for it to be stick, but that wasn't the end-all be-all, if that makes sense. So yeah, so when I was originally looking to go pick up the Corvette, if I would have found one exactly this spec inside of the manual, yeah, I would have wanted the manual over the automatic, just because this automatic is not necessarily a great one. From my research, it can hold decent power, but it's just not that responsive, and it's just older. I mean, newer automatics now, especially with the dual clutches and even like the ZF 8-speed, and especially now the new 10 speeds that the Fords and Chevy has, those are way better than anything, you know, back in here. These automatics, they're okay. I mean, I can even see it now, like going out in the canyons, trying to, you know, just drive a little bit with it and see what it does. I mean, it wants to shift a lot and sometimes not exactly when I want it to shift, so it's okay. So obviously I would have wanted the manual, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not one of those 100% purists that says that if it's not a manual, you know, you're not driving. Yes, driving stick, there was something to it. It really does make you more connected with the vehicle, especially because you can control the gears, you control what gear you're in, you know the shift points. And honestly though, even when you're going faster, it feels more raw when you're inside of a manual car, because you're the one who's banging the gears and going into the gears. So like, you can take it to red line and you know when to shift and everything like that. It does feel more raw, I will give you that. When you are inside of automatic, you are kind of just like, just strapping it in, just slowing it and letting the car do everything else. So there's something to that, but my goal was, yeah, when I was looking at C5s, a lot of the manuals that I saw were priced higher, and a lot of them were more beat. Let me be frank. I saw a couple ones that were for sale, like in my area. I'm in like the Los Angeles area, and like even looking within like 300 miles. A lot of the ones that I saw, they were either heavily modified. Like I saw a couple that said for off-road use only. They were state ref, they couldn't even be registered, you know, in the state of California. So I was like, obviously I'm not gonna buy that. They were a lot more heavily modified, and to be frank, a lot of them looked more beat. Actually, I did see there was another manual that was a little bit cheaper than this one, but it was white and it was a convertible, and it had more miles than this guy. And that would have been okay, but honestly, when I was looking, what I really wanted was the black, well, completely black hatchback C5 Corvette. That's what I really wanted. This one was that. It just had an automatic. I didn't really care about anything else because I figured down the line if I wanted to. We can do a manual swap, but for right now, I'm really actually enjoying the automatic in it. Is it great? No, it's not a great automatic. Is it decent? It does okay. It's okay for what it is. But honestly though, I mean, I can't complain too much. Would it be funner with a stick? Yes, for sure it would be funner, especially going down the canyons and especially just having some fun with it. It would be a little bit funner, but I think for right now, it's decent for what it does, and it does give me the opportunity to, down the line, if we want to do a manual swap, we could. At the end of the day, yes, it is an automatic C5 Corvette, but honestly, I got nothing to prove, and honestly, you guys shouldn't either. It doesn't really matter. Enjoy what you have, drive what you have. If it's an automatic, if it's a manual, whatever, just enjoy the vehicle. Because at the end of the day, you're the one who's driving it, so who cares what anyone else thinks? But guys, if you want to see my video on showing why I picked up the C5 Corvette over everything else, check out this video right here. Subscribe for more. We have a whole bunch more content coming for this C5 Corvette. I'm really excited for it. See you in the next one. Goodbye.